everybody. It is time for part 3 of our Gay Crappens crossover, recapping My Secret Santa. And here is part 3 of this cinematic masterpiece recap, starting now.
So this guy went on a bender in Italy. He got coked up out of his mind. I guess he's sort of supposed to be some sort of like Kendall Roy character.
Yeah, it's
that like went and got nuts. Except he comes back like a nice Kendall Roy.
And he says, and the father says, in all honesty, this sentence, Matthew, before your mother died, I promised her I would raise you the best I possibly could.
Cool.
As opposed to, I don't know.
If she had lived. Yeah, when your mom was alive, I didn't give a shit how I raised you. But man, when she was dying.
He delivered it so woodenly and just, it's a shame they gave this guy lines like this because they were laughable.
Yeah. And he said, well, I thought it would just be an endless supply of money, but this time, statues in Italy, Matthew. Damn it. You're going to work your debt off in this hotel.
I know. He's like, sorry, Dad, it won't happen again. It's like, and Matthew also just like is like, well, I guess this is what I have to do. Like he's not like, oh, I'm an adult. I don't have to work here if I don't have to. I'm gonna do my own shit. Fuck you, Dad. He's just like, okay, I guess I'll take some sort of unglamorous middle management position at some sort of generic.
It's like makes total
resort.
Sense. Yeah. No, he doesn't argue at all. He's just like, sure, I will work for $50,000 a year. You're correct, Dad.
And now, Natasha, this is our new GM, my son.
And now Natasha's rage makes so much more sense. Look at this woman. She is like working at this hotel, trying to do things, trying to help things. She's working super hard. Things get thrown at her all the time. She's working the hardest. And then when she's up for a promotion, this Nepo baby just gets slotted in with his stripes and his polka dots blended together in his outfits.
Yeah. And y'all, I just want everyone to notice in the next scene, when he's there, he is already wearing a tie.
He is.
And it's going to pay off.
I think that Natasha
later.
put it on. I think Natasha put it on.
Okay.
It was also like this ill-fitting shirt.
Yes.
And it was like, again, it was like a polka dot tie with like a striped shirt. It was like a lot.
Right.
So Natasha is like, wait a second, I have to train him? And the dad's like, yeah, well,
if anybody can.
No one better than you, and make sure this resort is ready for the holidays.
Yet. Actually, I know why you're not a GM, but we won't talk about that, Natasha.
And we won't even talk about it at the end when you're still not the GM. What the fuck was that?
Well, they ship her off to London.
Because that's where her ex-husband lives, in London.
Why do you want to live where your ex-husband is? Because the child
Because women should not be on their own. They have to be married, okay?
Women do not need to be sinks.
This is a Christmas movie,
Don't you know?
A woman living alone is the saddest Christmas you can ever have.
Women shouldn't have careers in Christmas movies.
This is a great American country movie. We used to call it gay-ass country.
So she has to like... I like the dad's like, and be sure to get this resort ready for the holidays. I'm like, sir, the Klotz Cookie Company is in full swing. The holidays have begun.
They've begun.
Meanwhile, back at the hotel where they live, Zoe is somehow asleep with a Santa hat on.
What was she doing?
What is wrong? Why are we infantilizing this child? What is wrong with this girl? And then she's like, oh my God, I'm going to take off her Santa hat and tuck her into bed. So she tucks her in and then leaves on the string lights. And then she leaves and the room burns down. And the daughter's dead.
She leaves her daughter asleep
on the sofa.
She does.
She's like afraid to do anything. She's afraid to upset her daughter. She's like, I won't even wake up my daughter to make her go into the bed because she's like, God forbid I push back on any of my daughter's like happiness, like whether it means sleeping in bed or going to snowboarding academy. So instead she takes the hat off, which I'm like, well, why are you taking the hat off of her? She was comfortable. And she puts it on herself.
I wrote down the same thing. I'm like, why is she taking her Santa hat? Why does she have the Santa hat on? And they're like, oh, she put it on to advance the plot.
She was like, I could be Santa.
And she has this moment of, it's supposed to be this kind of parallel of the Grinch idea when the Grinch has a hat on or something and she smiles. But it's a lot stupider because the Grinch actually makes sense.
Yeah.
No, because in this case, she's like, I'm wearing this hat. You know, what'd be amazing is if I hit up my horror gay brother and his partner and had them make me an animatronics fat suit. That way I look like Santa Claus and I can dupe an entire resort and make about, $5,000 to pay for like one drop in the bucket for the stupid snowboard academy tuition.
And this all happened in that 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're at the gays, and so they're like, you want us, another thing of exposition. They're so good at this.
They're like, wait a minute, you're telling us that you want to dress like an old white man so that you could be a Santa Claus and get the money for your kid to go to snowboarding school, which you couldn't afford otherwise after you got fired from the Klotz Cookie Company?
And I'm like, yep, that's the movie. And
where do we start?
They're like, this is the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. When do we start?
And we have a montage. And as I mentioned, I'm like, oh, great. A montage. I was like, oh, yes, a montage. I love it. Well, that's done.
Yeah.
It was really fast. And
I think they need to do a montage is some time on like, you need at least, I think, 10 different scenarios or shots for a montage. We got 3.
I'm really concerned that these gays doing prosthetics don't have enough to do in this city. I can't imagine there's that much horror work to be done.
Telemarket, it's telecommute. It's
I bet
they're painting this prosthetic face.
I bet you they have an Etsy store.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, who has a face scanner at their home?
Listen,
I don't know.
You know that they do
that
marketing
face scanner
they do
die.
I'm going to AI this and Google it and see how much a face scanner is.
The one thing that made sense.
You know that they work for Airbnb. You know they're just remote workers for Airbnb, and this is like what they do on the side. And then they have to do how many meetings, how many Zoom calls they have to do, where then people come on like, whoa, where are you guys at? Well, actually, we're in a resort town. We actually moved here after the pandemic. So you're not in New York with the rest of the team? No, we're not with the rest of the team. Every single time they have a Zoom call. That's what it goes.
It did make sense that they had lots of lentils because that's very gay. Like they just went to their little pantry. And
they had a lot of dried goods stored
up. They had
a
lot of lentils. They stock up.
I love that they just got like 20 pounds of lentils.
There are entry-level handheld scanners that are around $700 to $1,000. So if this was their job, it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
How much work are they going to have in this town?
Well, their Etsy store is very popular.
I guess.
Maybe they have a kiosk in the mall.
But you know the worst thing about this? All these gays spent all this time, and she just goes, Merry Christmas. And they're like a little lower, and then she went, Merry Christmas. But it still sounds kind of like Margot Kidder at her worst. Like it's not even really low. We
need Kathleen Turner.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
It actually made me wonder why did also Netflix not hire an actress who speaks in a deeper register who can do this?
You would have had to audition. Like you would have had to audition with your Santa voice.
Look, I'm telling you now, Hilary Swank would have sold this fucking movie.
Oh yeah,
like we would have believed everything.
Salma Hayek,
Claire Danes.
This was definitely a terrifying Santa look that they gave her. They put it on her, and I was like, "This
nightmare-inducing,
scary."
It's like Norman Rockwell-ish.
It is. It's like Norman Rockwell, but it was also she had these really sparkly eyes behind it, like the movie Species. It was so creepy.
Natasha Henstridge would have been great in this role.
Henstridge would never.
She would have been good. I wonder what she's doing now.
I know she was great. I feel like she should have been more like gay icon.
She went nowhere after it. Yeah.
It's a real shame.
That's sad.
Real shame.
She could have been something. She blew it. She fucking blew it. So
maybe she didn't blow enough.
The Santa splurt montage, and boom, we've got a Santa. So now we go over to the audition, and
the chorus line.
Yeah, they're all holding their headshots in front of their face.
Who am I anyway? Am I my resume?
I just want a child on my lap. But it's
Get this job.
But it's just a bunch of winos.
It's just a bunch of fucking drunk.
That's who was in the Dillard's break room. He was a total drunk.
The audition for Santa is to just stand there, look slovenly and rosy-cheeked and extremely lazy.
Y'all, all these guys are drunks. Everyone looked like the town drunk.
But you know what, Natasha like really needs to think of what it's like on the other side. Like, what is it like for like a chunky white guy? Like, everything's not just handed to us necessarily all the time. And she's just walking up and down the line looking at us like, gross, you're disgusting, wouldn't fuck you, get out of here. I'm like, what is this? A Calvin Klein ad? Why are we being so judgmental of the poor Santas?
The other thing here is she knows it's late in the season. You've got to import a Santa. They should have just started. In this town, there's not that many people. You needed to call like Seattle. Or
she didn't have time because he ran off with a Latin lover. So there's literally just 3 hours.
No, the Santa retired. It was confusing. Santa retired at Christmas, which I don't know why you choose Christmas to retire. Retire after your last season.
Yeah.
It makes no difference. Yeah.
Agreed.
And later on, Matthew shows up and he's like, your email said 4. He's like, you must have misread it. So then you already assume, because from her look, that she is fucking gaslighting him. And she's going to continue to gaslight him to make sure he fails, even though he would probably fail on his own because he has no skills to do this.
Yeah, she's doing like weird things to make him fail. It's like, oh, I told you the wrong time. I told you the email said 3 p.m. And he's like, no, it didn't. It said 4. So really read it again. That's verifiable. He can send that to whoever he wants to. Like, you need to come up with better ways.
He was going to bumble into this anyway. That's the thing. And later on, the whole thing with he has a problem with public speaking, that was my favorite character flaw. Yeah, it's like, I guess I'm just not good at public speaking.
It is the greatest. It is everyone's greatest fear.
Yeah, but they also just like dealt with that in the most half-assed way, and like that's the easiest like arc you can put into one of these stories is like someone coaching. You have the coaching montage and some like, and he's like, he's like, I hate talking in public, and they're like, guess what, Tia? You fix that. And then she's like, fine, the next scene. And it's like, oh, I guess we'll just assume that he went through some therapy for that.
Training. Yeah. But also, if you're going to have this guy who's a lazy drunk, he's always in trouble, living off his dad's money, and now he has to work at this hotel, make him a lazy drunk drug addict idiot who's working at the hotel. And then he learns to be better from the Santa lady. And then Santa why does he just show up and he's like the perfect employee coming in at the exact right time and doing everything well?
He comes in, he's not like hopped up, no track marks, no nothing.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah. We find a couple more hookers on his arm, some white powder on his nose.
This was written by a gay man because they don't know how hard it is for women to actually date a guy at this age who's not a piece of shit.
True.
Yeah. Now, for the gays, they're like, oh my God, he's in his 50s. He's finally ready to settle down. All right, book him.
She dismisses all the Santas. And of course, we have Hugh, we don't know. Alexandra walks in.
So Taylor comes in and dressed as Santa. And they're like, whoa, because of course Taylor looks like the perfect Santa because she's wearing
actually dressed now. She's not dressed. She's just in a sweater. She's not even in the suit yet.
And this is actually her as the role of what we find out is Hugh Man, because Matt is like, she turns around and she sees Matthew and she goes, you. And he goes, what? He goes, Hugh, because she's like, what's your name? And she's like, I'm not Hugh. I mean, Hugh Man. Hugh Man. Like, hi, Hugh Man. So that's like the whole thing.
I had to pause.
But in the credits, Alexandra, Breckenridge, she was credited in a triple role. She was credited as both Taylor. She was credited as Santa Claus, and she was credited as Hugh Man.
Oh, for
implying
Christ.
that she actually was Santa Claus. Like that, she wasn't. There was at some when she became Santa Claus, she actually stopped being Hugh Man.
So you're telling me she got paid 3 day rates?
I hope so.
She's gonna eat all of her chances of winning at the Emmys because she's playing through. She's going to be up against 2 other characters.
Also, Taylor's a unisex name, so you could have just used that name.
You could have still been Taylor. Totally. You're so
you could have been Taylor.
You dumb fuck.
Like you didn't.
So dumb. she's dumb in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So he is like, but he also like, they're also doing this thing where like he sees something in Hugh's eyes because he obviously
elaborate here.
The whole thing is that he can recognize through eyes. He recognized her through the eyes on the album, and now he's like, think about this guy Matthew. Okay, this is someone who's been on like a lot of drugs or done a lot of drugs because he's like, I'm looking at this octogenarian round man with a beard, and for some reason I'm wondering, is it that hot girl I met yesterday?
Yes.
Could I have a future with this Santa?
Yes.
Could I sit on his and this was the weirdest part of the movie was that they built in this thing where he wants to fuck Hugh. Like, and he doesn't really understand like why he's attracted to Hugh. And he just rolls with it. And I loved that for the character that he's just like, I kind of want to fuck this old man. Like, I don't know
the
why.
whole way through, he's like, why do I want to fuck this old guy?
And
why do I feel so comfortable with him that I want to fuck him?
And he doesn't have a moment where he's like, "Oh my God, am I gay for old men?"
Gay?
Like he doesn't. He doesn't have that moment. He's just like, "I'll just roll with it. I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to."
Only 86-year-old man I've wanted to have sex with.
Yes,
he just assumes he has like a fractured relationship with his dad, and the reason why he's so able to open up to Hugh Man is because this guy is stepping in for where his dad wasn't, and that probably explains why he feels sexual things because it's like a whole bunch of stuff being dug up from childhood.
Yeah, and I love that they didn't make it this whole like, oh my God, why am I attracted to Santa? I'm like, am I gay? Oh God, they didn't make this whole thing. They just made him like, maybe I am. Like, who knows? Maybe I'm going to take it up the butt from Santa, and I'm fine with that.
You know what? He does have a moment. He does have a moment where he thinks about it, and this is fast forwarding very far into the movie. But there is a moment where he legitimately believes that Hugh Man is having gay sex in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and he has a look on his face like
in a stall.
I always suspected it, but now it's confirmed. And on top of that, now like
I'm into it.
Me gay? Like he's going through all those emotions.
Well,
it
does happen.
Like, why isn't it me? Like there was a moment in his face where he's like, "Oh my God, why isn't he fucking me in a stall?" You know, and I like that for the character.
Why isn't Santa giving me the business?
Like I thought I had something going with Santa, and now he's fucking some stranger in a stall. Like, why is it not me? You know,
there is a moment though where he actually looks at her, and it's authentic as fuck. He goes, "Haven't we met somewhere?" And he's looking at Santa with love. Like that's honest.
Because you know what it is? This is someone who's been so fucked up before that he's definitely had conversations with hot girls from the club where he's thought they were Santa Claus. He's like, I know at this point in my life that if I'm looking at someone's eyes and I'm feeling something but they look like Santa Claus, eventually the drugs will wear off and it will actually be a hot girl.
Yes. Also, he has also been so high on drugs that he has let a man blow him.
100%.
Yeah, that's where Ben was going to. Ben is so wholesome because I thought that's what Ben was going to say too, and he didn't.
Well, that's all of the above.
I love that Matthew's here.
All the above.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten at least a blowjob.
Oh
so
yeah.
Later,
he said, "Do I put my hand on the back of his head?" And he did, and he liked it.
Wow. Yeah. So it's the way your voice got low at the end that really grossed me out.
I know. It was like a little too real.
Yeah. It's really gross.
Have you? So Taylor's like, so Hugh is like, have you ever been to the North Pole? It's been a long sleigh ride, so you don't buy hot cocoa, you rent it. I'm like, you're trying to be undercover and you're making a very specific reference to hot cocoa, which is kind of your thing with this guy. So be careful.
Yeah. He's like, Santa, you're slaying me. You got me. And the next thing, he goes to the bathrooms, exactly. And at one point, he's like, so? And Natasha goes, so what is it? Is this your Santa? And my thought is, the next question is, we haven't seen him in a suit yet. Do we know he actually has one? And he goes, or do we have to do a background check, because of laws? He's going to be around kids. Nope. It's all good. Nope. Send him out there, start the kids. Start the line for the kids.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So then, so basically, Hugh gets the job. Taylor gets the job. So she calls her brother, and he's like, "Oh my God, Matthew Lane! How have you never heard of him before? He's a trust fund baby. He's always in trouble. His dad owns the resort, and we hear he's got
more
a
exposition
thing for old guys.
Yeah, tons of exposition,
guys."
Yeah. So this whole thing is like, oh, you better get the billionaire. So then we meet the elf, Jimmy, the chief elf. He's a giant, and he's like, strength. I'm Jimmy the elf.
What does his IMDb say?
Who hurt you, Jimmy?
By the way, how many people at this hotel have had to deal with Jimmy nattering away? You order room service, you get the knock on the door, and he comes in and rolls in that table. He's like, oh, how's it going today? It's a beautiful day. I hope you get to go to the slopes. It's just wonderful times up there. And you're like, get out of here. I want to eat my French toast in my bed. Get out.
Have you ever been like at a grocery store where there's someone, it happens all the time in the South where I'm from, when people take your groceries out, that was a big thing. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. They would never shut the fuck up about your day or their day. And they're like, yeah. And one would start talking to me. It's like, yeah, really, I spent some fun night with my girlfriend last night. We went to this Chinese place that we both like. And then we went home and we watched a movie. And I'm like, just saying, when are you leaving? When are you stopping? You finally,
I'm in Texas right now. That's how it is. And it is hard to get used to it because in LA, people just ignore you. And because I'm very Texas in LA, I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, they just look at me like, please don't speak to me. Or pretend they don't even see me and just like keep walking, But here it's like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, well, pretty good. I could be better, but I could be worse too. Let me tell you, my back will not stop it. I used to be a football player. No, you can slam me down on my head. I've always been fine, but now I bend over to tie my shoelace and I'm out for 3 weeks. What's that about? God, divorce ain't easy, I'll tell you that. I'm like, I'm sorry I asked.
Divorce ain't easy. You marry somebody you think it's going to last forever.
Good.
That was real.
So she's on the phone, and her brother has basically just said, "Yeah, this guy's super famous. You should be attracted to him." And she's like, "Okay." And then Jimmy is like, "Hey there, Hugh Downs." I mean,
hi,
Hugh Downs or Hugh Downs, kind of the same. It is like a Hugh Downs was
2020.
I'm looking up his IMDb.
Not in the script, and so basically Natasha's like, "Hey, Jimmy, show our new Santa to the changing room so we can get into costume." So they go into this like locker room where for some reason like 60 employees are taking showers at the same time.
This was so funny though. This was so funny because this is such a men's locker room in a place like a country club, like my dad's country club or whatever. You go in and just all these older guys. They had one guy. What was he doing? He
was putting on deodorant.
He had wasn't it a razor, like an electric shaver? It looked like he was combing his armpit hair or something.
Yeah,
it was. I couldn't tell if it was deodorant or a shaver. It was odd.
It was so funny because it is so a men's locker room. Just older guys doing weird old guy things.
It's always the older guys just in the towel. But here's what didn't make sense to me. We know that there's a thing. Like employee locker rooms are a thing. But why was everyone showering? Why was everyone taking like a sauna? Like this, what I didn't understand was like the amount of like nudity adjacency that was happening. Like why? Like I would imagine people changing in and out of like their uniform to pedestrian clothes, but like you all
there were a lot of
take
people bathing.
I thought this was the spa or whatever that the guests got to use.
No, it was
he just had a locker or something.
I guess it's a locker room for I guess because people have been skiing all day. But none of the people in this locker room looked like they could ski because they all looked like they had bad knees.
But the employee locker room should be in a separate place than the guest locker room.
Well, some people don't have the facilities.
This was like employee locker room.
This is a really nice resort.
Well, they cut budgets. I don't know.
But these were all like old country club guys. I think it was like a resort. I think they were using the resort locker room.
Yes. That's
no matter what version it is, whoever is right here, this portrayal of this thing was wrong. Like if it was an employee locker room, why are they all bathing? And if it was like a mixed locker room, why are the employees like showering with the guests?
This was not heated rivalry.
Yeah.
This was cold sitting on a bench watching a bad game but
I almost suggested that we nix this movie and just do the first episodes of Heated Rivalry today instead.
Oh my god,
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god. It's so
it takes me a long time to get through episodes. Let's just say that
it is so hot.
I'm like maybe tonight, maybe.
And it just got approved for season 2.
Wow.
And I'm like, no, halfway through, almost.
So here's what's also funny.
And I just call someone.
So Matthew, okay, I just want to remind everyone of where we've been. I just want to remind everyone of where we've been and where we're going to. Okay, so the previous scene, Santa auditions, Matthew shows up, like we need to find a Santa. Taylor walks in as Hugh. Matthew sees Taylor and is like, you're going to be the Santa. Taylor goes outside, calls her brother and is like, oh my God, I got this job. The brother's like, whoa, this is crazy. And Natasha interrupts and says, hey, now that you've just been hired 5 minutes ago, go get changed. She goes in, she gets changed, and out of the shower comes Matthew in a towel. What? Well, how did he get why? First of all, why is he taking a shower in the middle of his workday? And second of all, we just saw him in the room doing Santa auditions.
That's
Was he like, whoa, that's a lot of
cold.
Gotta wash the poor people off me.
That's so funny. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, he's standing right next to her. He's in a towel and he's like, hey, small talk, small talk, small talk, small talk. P.S.
Here's my penis.
Storyline, not good at public speaking. Here's my wiener. And he drops his towel. And she's like, oh. She goes, well, if you're nervous, you could just picture people naked. Jingle bells.
Oh, jingle bells. oh, jingle bells.
We also see the awful tattoos that he got in 2007. These like weird triangle tattoos on his back. It's like, oh, this poor actor.
And they didn't cover those up.
They didn't have a budget for that. It's time consuming to cover tattoos.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm not. That's just not me. I'm just not the kind of person who wears a suit and a tie. Matthew, you've done everything in a houndstooth, like long overcoat, and you've got Republican congressman hair. What are you talking about?
And then he says, "Can you tie my tie?"
Which is the creepiest. Like, it's like, wait, you're standing like naked in front of this
locker
new
room.
Hire. You're standing naked in front of a new hire, and you're the boss, and you're
I
like,
have watched
old
some movies
man.
that have started this way. To be fair.
But usually it's not an old man.
And also, I want to point out that when he dropped his towel, like the way it was shot, that you see enough of the curvature of the butt to know that like they had to give him the little sock. And I'm like, you're shooting a Christmas movie, and you have to give your lead actor the sock.
This is very different than a Lifetime movie. We would never get this much lower back, upper butt.
We're out of Great American Country now.
All the Hallmark people are like clutching their pearls, like, "How dare you? We're protesting Netflix,
protest,
but also like,
and almost a penis and a triangle back tattoo."
keep in mind now that in this like rom-com, she's already seen his penis. She's already seen his dick. That's kind of a significant thing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, we know it's big because she continues forward on this path.
Well, that is true.
And then
you don't only get a sexy scene in the movie, you get it in this recap. Check this out.
Oh, look at that.
Ronnie Bueller.
Oh, Bueller.
Look at him out like a light. He does look like Poodle after a Saturday night.
That's true. I got my legs cooked up like that too.
I just love when he's laying like that. Okay, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt
the next thing is he says and then there's this kind of semi-erotic scene of him tying his tie. There's something about it that's extremely intimate.
It is. You're right. And I'm telling you, Matthew is going to fuck this guy. It's crazy. So he's like, would you tie my tie? You old guys are good at that, right?
It's so intimate. And he's like, what? Your dad never taught you to do it? I sound like Billy Bob Thornton doing Sling Blade.
Well, so
does she. Meat potatoes.
Like, no, my dad never taught me how to do this, despite his pledge to be a better dad to me after mom died.
More exposition.
No. He taught me how to make more money.
Just taught me how to make money. And he's like, I wish I could talk to him like this. Like
I guarantee his dad has taught him how to make a tie like 12 different times, and this fucking like idiot, he's probably too high to even remember. But like,
I'd
like,
rather
don't blame
the money
it on your
lesson
dad.
myself. What are you complaining about? Like, I can't keep money, make money. Like, teach me how to make more money. What the hell? What are you complaining about, you little brat?
And so
I'm sure the tie lesson came with how to make more money lesson too. I'm just gonna say they probably were linked.
They proceed to have this kind of weird, porny conversation. He's like, I wish I could talk to him like this. And Santa goes, you know, like man to man talk like we're doing now. He's like, you just don't feel like a stranger. I feel like we've met.
And my
somewhere.
hamstring is so tight. If only I could get a massage.
Only Santa was in the suit.
My groin is really hurting today. Can you just pull back? Oh, your hands are magic.
You don't
Santa.
feel like a stranger. crazy. I feel like we've met somewhere.
Somewhere.
Were you
it's
in
your
a
eyes.
punk rock girl band once? Nope, I'm Santa Claus. And then
have you been coked up in a San Tropez bathroom?
No, because they really never make it like he recognizes her, but he doesn't know from where. They really do make it like I'm just attracted to this old man.
Even though we get the fucking I don't know, the gun on the wall, whatever it's called.
Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, Chekhov's gun of a flavored lip balm that falls to the floor.
Pink unicorn kissable chapstick.
Pink, now put a note in it because it comes back again, and then don't put a note in that because it's never going to be relevant again for the rest of the
It does not help him. It doesn't help him.
Not help him at all. But it just gives us a good joke where he's like, "Oh, you have a lip balm," and he says, "You drive ready to slay at 10,000 feet. Lucky I have lips and all. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. Chill bells on a minute there."
And then what I like is during this like this tie thing, you can see that Taylor, the character of Taylor, is like, the fuck I know about doing a tie. I've got a daughter. I never had to do any of this bullshit.
How does she
know how to single mom who works two jobs, who lives in a van and never stops.
But when she's done, she walks away, and you can see the tie is done so poorly.
It's so bad.
And he's like,
sorry,
I was hoping for a paternal moment, but I guess that didn't work out.
No.
Yeah, what I loved was that he was actually mad that the tie sucked. He was like, God, like
this old man.
Guy. I almost blew that guy.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this new hire tied my tie badly when I was standing naked in front of him.
Yeah.
My new hire.
So then we go to this elf. I feel so bad for this guy. So there's a huge crowd gathered for some speech about Santa Claus, which is bizarre in itself. So there's this crowd, and this guy's like throwing it. He's like, here's gifts for everyone. Here's gifts for everyone. The bag is this big. What are you giving them?
It's like a Mary Poppins bag. It's like just refills.
Guys, I've got a surprise for you. We are getting a speech from someone no one has ever heard of before about something no one cares about. Welcome this guy.
Yeah.
But again, if they let us know that apparently he's famous, but he's actually infamous. But so again, because they talk about later, like you see him in the papers and he's with a brother, like whatever. Missed opportunity.
So he tries to get this speech to be like, hey, everyone, thanks for coming to the resort. We're going to light the tree now. So he's like, he and Hugh have to like turn this they're going to turn the switch. The candy cane.
But
it's
first
a candy cane that they're going to pull.
Hey, I don't recognize you in your clothes. You go swimming with any swans lately, you fucking loser. Yeah,
this is the heckler.
Yeah, I don't recognize you with your clothes because I saw that video that was released of you and you were naked getting blown by an old guy in Venice before you crashed into that statue.
Like, he's getting heckled by like a Nick Fuentes fan.
Yes,
and they in the middle of a hello welcome Santa ceremony.
And the epilogue in this movie is that he gets a ticket from Venice from getting blown by that guy by the Vatican.
And they're all up on their gossip. They're all up on their international gossip. Like, I read an that you were been hanging around with Jade. What's her name?
So funny. So they have to pull a lever to start the tree up, but instead
they fall over for some reason,
and that makes the lever spark, and it starts the whole tree on fire with fireworks. I
was like, what is this?
This wasn't their problem, though. Like that's the whole thing. This is your electrical issue.
I know.
Santa didn't do anything wrong.
Why is this? I was like, but also, why is it that why did this happen? They turned it on and it sparked and went crazy. Like this is terrible.
It should have been Natasha did that on purpose. Like she mangled it or something.
She changed the wiring because she was trying to, but it's also just happens because of no reason.
Yeah.
I also would have liked
she's over there smirking like, haha, he's going to get fired because he set the tree on fire.
They do her
I would have liked
favors.
her to have schemed a bit more. Like I would have liked it if the reason why Hugh got hired without a background check was because she pushed it through and she told her buddy, like, it's fine because when this blows up, it's going to all fall on him and then I'll finally get that promotion. But instead she just sort of like endured watching this Nepo baby
Suffered.
mess up time and time again, which was actually more realistic.
Yeah.
But
It's-
like,
no, it's
it didn't
very-
feel
she
good
didn't
as
mess
a
with
villain.
them. She just messed with them in dumb ways. She's like, I'm going to make you do a lot of paperwork.
I'm going to lie about an email.
Also realistic.
Yeah.
Also realistic.
Can we say that when Jimmy the elf just starts going, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, when everything is melting down, it doesn't stop the Lenny from the Mice and Men comparisons.
It doesn't help them, no.
So Taylor gets home. So Taylor drives home
Drives the
dressed
blue
as
van.
Hugh. Yeah. Even though she has full capabilities to change out of her Santa costume in the van, because that's what she does the rest of the
That's
movie.
the whole point.
She decides, you know what, this time, let's drive all the way home.
I'm
as
gonna
Santa.
pull
I'm
up
gonna
to
go
my
home as
home.
Santa and try to hide from my daughter that I'm dressing like Santa every day. Like,
And
what the
this is
hell?
the thing. So you expect to walk into your home dressed as
Yes.
Santa. What if you see and walk right in to your apartment? What if you saw a neighbor? And
So
explain
then
that.
Well, instead, Dora Lee
What you're
comes
about
out.
to see.
Dora Lee comes out and she's like, what are you doing in Mrs. Jacobson's van? Which I actually, again, I think that like Dora Lee is the only one with real layers, because she's like, she expects that rent money, but she's also like fiercely protective of her tenants. And I was like,
Exactly.
this woman, like, there's stuff going on in here. with
this
lady.
woman did a whole character bio for herself.
She did.
She was
and
like,
and
Character
the,
analysis.
I totally think she's the only one who did it. Yeah.
She sketched it out,
Yeah.
like when they draw themselves.
She's
She
like,
put
who
in-
is
she did the makeup.
She like
How'd
put
she
in the
get
Dalcroze
here?
beats and
Yeah.
everything, her script.
So, of course, she's very Dora Lee. She's like, oh, wait a minute. What's the get up, huh? You going to a party, huh? You a party boy? You alone? No Mrs.
Are you
Claus?
alone?
Oh, I'm Dora Lee. I'm a super. You need anything? I'm right down the hall from Mrs. Jacobson. Okay, Santa, I want to stuff my stockings. Yeah, I want to come down my chimney. Oh, yeah.
but the way she sells it is so realistic. I'm like, she is 100% like into this, like this Santa that has some unknown sex appeal, and now two main characters.
Now two
And,
main
like, I
characters want to
believe it.
fuck this Santa.
I know.
I'll set your nose on fire, reindeer. Get in here. I'm going to prancer your dancer, bitch. Get on your knees. I was like, damn, lady, you're just meeting this creep in a van outside for the first time. Calm down, Dora Lee.
She's into it.
So Zoe says, "This is the best day of my whole life." She's talking. She's at the snowboard camp.
And I have to say, I'm reading. Ronnie did the notes for both of us, and I'm reading it. And so it says, "Daughter, best day of my life, bitch. Nice outfit. The '90s called,
They want their board back.
bitch." So this bitch says,
Well, she-
"Hey, they want their board back."
Well, she didn't have a name yet. And so
she
Taylor
was a bitch.
sees this and she's like, oh, don't listen to her. They're just jealous, okay? Oh, God, stay bundled up. We can't afford trips to the ER. Then don't put your kid in snowboard camp.
again,
She's
what
like,
What
okay.
the fuck is wrong with you?
She's like, honey,
Remember-
be careful on your motorcycle on the way to snowboard camp.
I-
All right.
I have a feeling there were some notes originally that people kept saying, I don't know if they remember they're poor enough. So we need to remind them that they're dire straits consistently.
Dire straits,
Honey,
poor.
it's only Campbell's soup tonight, and we're sharing a bowl. Or something like
Yeah.
that. That's one of these things. I think they're trying
Yeah.
to make the stakes higher, but it doesn't work because the stakes are snowboarding camp. That
I know. I would have
not
liked
Mrs.
it if, like, she
Doubtfire seeing his
was-
kids.
I wish like Zoe were like a star student and she got into like a hotel management program.
Yeah.
And it was like she wants to go to Cornell that has the number one hotel management
Yes.
program in the country, and she's like, this will get me into Cornell because I'm going to do hotel management. But the thing is, like, in order to pay for it, you have to also be an employee, or they give preference to like people who work at the
That
hotel.
would have made more sense than snowboarding, but there was something.
And then she could
about-
also
wouldn't be a
worked-
very good
She could have
Christmas
worked
movie.
under
No.
Natasha. She could have worked under Natasha so she could be present in the story more, and there could be more
Yeah.
hijinks and
I-
near misses.
I think
don't-
that's true too. She
I don't know
should
if
have
we
been
would
the
have believed
employee to
her.
get the discount.
Yes.
She should have had to work there.
Yeah. Yes. And so then, like that's when the mom says, "We're just jealous," and Matthew's like, "Hey, screaming kittens again, still calling her that."
What?
Hey, screaming kittens.
Hey,
screaming kittens.
To me,
I thought he was talking
like,
to the kids. I was like, whoa, inappropriate.
Doesn't
hey,
it?
Screaming kittens.
Doesn't it sound like
back to snowboarding?
Doesn't it sound like that's a name for her boobs or something? Oh, look at you with those screaming kittens.
I'm a huge fan of your mom. She's like, that's not my mother. Oh, you're imagine
you.
He just assumes that's her child. And she's like, Zoe's like, wait, my mom has fans? She's like the most lame person. And look at her lame ass sweater. Am I right, guys? High five. Like, no, we still hate you.
Boy.
So
she's terrible to her mother.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
So Taylor's like, well, nothing says happy holidays like an exploding Christmas tree. I heard. By the way, yeah, people talk.
It was
People
all
talk about
over
your-
the newspaper.
All over the
I saw it
interwebs.
I saw it on Happening. Now, if you see later on, there's this like Twitter thing that's just called Happening.
Oh.
Yeah, happening is the
all of the art and all of their like prop art designs are terrible.
Happening.
It's just called Happening.
It was like when the net came out with Sandra Bullock in 1996, and they were like, "This is what the internet will look like." That's what Happening looked like.
Happening looked like that.
Yes. God, I loved that movie.
Yes, I love
I
that movie.
remember
So
thinking
good.
like one day, my little fat kid self, I went, and one day am I going to be able to order pizza from my computer?
Yes, remember that?
really need to
God,
rewatch
was
that
so
one.
good. They're like chatting on AOL. They're like,
Yep.
clack, 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 clack on their
And it
giant
was like-
keyboards.
Must upload a 3 megabyte file. This is taking forever. They're closing in 5 minutes.
How am I going to get this JPEG to the feds in time?
Guys,
And
I
you
just
just see
received,
you just see the lines forming of the picture, like,
It's like,
God,
I just received an email that says Netflix WJ FYC. Do we think it's for this movie? Oh no, it's not. Damn it! I was really hoping they were going to throw this movie into award contention.
Oh, my God.
Oh no, that would have been nice. I did get a little blurb that my phone was blowing up earlier. A little aside, John Cameron Mitchell is going to be in the next Omeri.
Yep, that was released.
That's very exciting.
his
Sorry,
picture's
gay
not very
news.
flattering in that. I mean, I figure like everyone, they kind of give glamour shots to do that, you know? And John Cameron Mitchell is just like blank faced.
He's like, hey. Anyway, but back to real art, not that fucking terrible theater shit.
No.
Yeah,
He's like, how about that hot chocolate now? She's like,
Yeah.
I'm busy. I'm busy. And then she's like, Mom. Zoe's like, Mom, you're not. You were like spent last
not.
Saturday night organizing your sock drawer.
You're
a brat.
pathetic and you're a loser and you're fat and you smell like Funyuns.
Let me
And
tell
by
you
the
one
way,
thing
Mom-
my mom's not. Busy.
and by the way, Mom, while you're reorganizing your sock drawer, what was the deal with that book, My Secret Garden, that you found in there?
My mom's not busy. She's just got to climb up the stairs to the bell tower to frig herself to the My Secret Garden book I found.
Yes.
So
And
he's like,
sing
okay,
God
well,
bless the outcast when she comes. Sorry.
So
that was
the whole
too
point
far.
of this little scene is that she actually, one thing that happens is that Taylor accidentally references something at that tree lighting ceremony that he's like, wait, you were there?
You
And she's
did
like,
that?
I mean, everyone knows about it. So she's showing that she's already having issues living the double life.
Yes.
And that isn't that, and the pressure of living a double life
One
is
day
something
into it.
that will grow and grow and become more and more difficult for her in a different movie that would have been better.
Mhm, yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
In a different movie that would have been better. Yes.
well, now is a huge part in the plot because Matt has to give a speech and he is terrified. So he
Terrified.
has to give a speech to this town who is obsessed with the Hotel Santa.
Yeah.
And so he's already been in the news. He found out. So he's got to get up there and he's like, it's a big day. It's like, just say the village is open. He's like, the village is open. Like, yes, you did it.
No.
Yay.
So now we
she
get to
saved
our
him.
Santa visits, and I thought this was the most creative thing they did in the movie, which I kind
I
of
agree.
liked.
I
Because,
agree.
You know, we were talking earlier, like they have to make Santa some kind of a character, you know, and so I really liked that they made her version of Santa that she's just being honest with the kids and she can't help it.
I loved
It's
this.
so
And
funny.
really kind of honest and more like just pragmatic. This is pragmatic Santa, which Santa never is.
Yeah.
And
because Santa doesn't have to deal with the repercussions. You know, Santa is just like a hot guy, you know, in a bar that you fuck one time. He can tell you whatever he wants. He doesn't deal with you pregnant, you know?
Memories.
Well, it's also weird that like Taylor decides that she's so Taylor like decides that she is going to like be like, we're getting back to like the Klotz cookie Taylor, where she's gonna be joyless and like angry, and she's gonna be like, no, you're not supposed to have dreams. You have like whatever you want in life, you can't have it. Be more realistic. Where is this Taylor when she talks to her own daughter? That's what I'd like to know. Her daughter, who's at Snowboard
really
Academy.
Good point. She's obsessed with like either not disappointing her daughter and just buying her daughter off with money.
Well, I think she's scared of her daughter because her daughter's terrible to her.
So she's preaching
her daughter
frugality
is the fucking villain.
And she's preaching pragmatism and frugality to these kids. Like the kids, like, I want to have a pony. She's like, well, how about a paperclip? They're like, okay.
They're like,
also, she's like, what do you want, a pony? Yeah, I wanted a pony, you know, but you got to think about the logistics. You know, where do you live? A shithole apartment? Yeah, I know, because your mom's poor.
Gonna poop on the floor.
Your mom.
Also,
okay.
Why is she getting for waitresses
all over the floor? Your mom could barely take care of a child. Have you had a bath today, honey? No, you haven't. Your mother's a loser. You're lucky I don't call social services. Now take a candy cane out of the bucket because that's all you're fucking getting for Christmas.
Say like, thank you to me.
Oh wait, you forgot. Oh, Merry Christmas, Three Wise Men.
Jingle bells.
There it is. And like, I wish if Taylor had been this, like, you know, like penny pinching the entire movie, like this would have been perfect character growth. It would have
really gelled, but
you can see it in everyone else's kids, but you can't see it in your own
make her like a
Scrooge
Santa.
Yeah, I love that. When she told the kid, she's like, get up here, little girl. Okay, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, God, that breath, your teeth, the plaque. How about a toothbrush? Okay, how about a toothbrush and some floss? All right. Possibly a chastity belt, because I do not see things going very well.
You're going to be on the pole in no time.
So some child comes running up on and just like jumps on her, and I guess I don't know. They have sharp items on their outfit, or maybe it's just like poorly. Poor, like maybe the fat suit is like poorly designed, and so all the lentils start to pour out. It's just like horrifying.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, it looks like if you're standing far away, it looks like Santa shat himself.
Why didn't the kids scream? Like I wanted some reaction.
It's very like Drew Barrymore and Scream with her guts out.
Absolutely. And like no one is even
no one backs an eye.
No one's like even bothered. She just gets up and like clutches her stomach and leaves, but there's like a puddle of lentils and everyone's like, it happens.
I have gathered these lentils into a pot.
Yeah. I guess that could be like, well, my fat suit.
From Into the Woods. Yeah.
So now we see the Mean Girls back out on the slopes. We see the Mean Girls like, nice van. What do you live in a van, loser? And she's like, what's your problem? She's like, clearly, I'm not the one with the problem, poor person.
I kept thinking, what is this bullying going to how is this going to pay off? I kept trying to.
Well, my question is also like, I almost want to see more of it. Because I really don't like Zoe, and I actually felt like she needed to be taught. I think she needed to have like some life lessons, and I would have liked to have seen more of like what the social dynamics were at this like snowboard academy that's been tacked onto this movie. But we just know that this girl is just like she's just like a bitch bully who just like does not like newcomers at the snowboard academy.
And there's no clarification of who she is, and
there's no like. Yeah. There's no snowboard race, or there's no snowboarding actually.
We never see them snowboard.
At least let there be a race where like the two girls have to go face to face or something like that.
That would have been interesting.
In fact, later on when Zoe gets injured, it should have been that they have a climactic race or a big test, and they're going
my God,
down,
that is
Zoe
what
is doing such a good job, and then this skank trips her or something right before the finish line, and she gets injured, and then she feels bad, and then she's like, oh my God,
that's exactly what should have happened.
We don't even know if Zoe can actually snowboard.
We don't
even. She just has a snowboard.
Yeah, we're just supposed to take their word for it, and I don't personally.
And we don't know why it even matters to her.
So then we go back to the best character, the landlady, Dora Lee. And
Please.
she sees them coming into the apartment. She's like, Mrs. Jacobson, could you have your dad drop a check by? He never told me you're so handsome or single. Tell him I can pretend to be an angel, just sit right on his tree in his home. That would be great.
Yeah, she's like wearing like this. Her boobs are out now.
My tongue
She's
is double jointed.
And Zoe's like, Grandpa, we don't have a grandpa. She's like, oh, no, she's crazy.
She's crazy. Darlene's crazy.
She goes, I make a great fruit cake. Some people don't like that.
That's funny.
I put,
like, some people don't like it, but I don't know. Are you sure he likes it? I make a great fruit cake.
And did she say like I put bourbon in it or something like that?
Yeah,
or
she says I use bourbon.
I use bourbon.
Liquor. And then she slams the door in her face. She's like, God, I need a snack. I was like, oh my God, did they just face this woman on me?
This woman made a meal of every single line she had.
She was, honestly, I'm like not even joking. She was so good. I'm not even joking. Okay, so now
let's see. Now
more Santa stuff.
Over to Santa stuff. Yeah.
Hey Santa, hey Santa.
Oh my God,
I hate that song. Sorry,
I don't know what we're talking about, but Siri thinks I'm having an emergency right now. Siri's like, if you think it could be serious, I'll call someone. I was like, I'm fine. Just talking about how great this actress is.
She got so hot from all the Dora Lee talk.
The Dora Lee talk.
Like, oh, your heartbeat is going a little crazy there, sir. So now, guys, the news is in. The reviews are in, everybody.
This year's Santa's a flop.
Santa is a flop. It's on the front
Santa's
page of the paper.
Santa's a dud. Extra. Santa's not a pedophile. He's just an asshole.
This Santa's really screwed the pooch this year.
This just in from Rex Reed. I would rather sit on 3 pine cones than watch this Santa again.
Cindy Adams gives it a thumbs down.
Leonard Maltin says, I kind of liked him.
Leonard Maltin. The first Leonard Maltin reference of the podcast.
Wow.
Like, we're going to have to fire Santa, aren't we? Oh, my God. What are we going to do? So then we go to Santa at the bar, and Matt comes in. He's like, whoa, thanks for meeting me, man. So, when kids come to Santa, Santa usually says yes. She's like, yeah, and leaves the parents on the hook. That's how you get credit card debt. Fucking kids will ruin your life.
Where does this come from? What is this anger and resentment that she can't say to her daughter? It has to be channeled into Santa.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
awful.
I love it though.
Very
It's just like all her resentments.
Yes.
Like, I'm poor now because of that little bitch snowboarding past the window.
I just want to say something that I know that we still have 6 hours more of this recap to go.
We do.
But I did ask AI to provide a Rex Reed style pan of a terrible Santa. And this is what AI came up with. Bad Santa is naughty in all the wrong ways. This vulgar, witless exercise in Yuletide misanthropy mistakes profanity for wit. And oh, I just realized it's actually reviewing the movie Bad Santa.
Bad Santa.
I'll take it back. Never mind. I'll just move forward. I thought I was like a bad Santa Claus.
So
that's why Ronnie won't do AI, because he doesn't know what to ask.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure.
Also, you get in trouble. You shouldn't say that. You're going to get totally stoned to death for using AI.
And I will have a prepared response written by AI.
yes.
ChatGPT will tell me how to deal with it.
Matthew says, none of this is your problem. You seem, and he's like, and then Santa's like, you seem a little out of touch. Never had a budget and put food on the table. And so now Santa's lecturing him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now Santa's like rich shaming the guy. And
he's like,
okay,
well,
you're right.
Not everything they print about me is true. And Santa goes, yeah, I hear you. Everybody knows who you are, but nobody does. And so now it's this weird waiting for Godot existentialism that we're in, and no one knows where we are. And he's like, you ever have someone significant in your life? Maybe. Well, there's this girl, and her daughter's taking lessons here, and she turned me down. She had her reasons. Like what? Maybe she's just gun shy. I don't know. And he's like, it's funny, I don't know. I feel like I can just talk to you. Everywhere I go, it's like she's right here in front of me.
Here are your 2 flaming candy canes. Bam.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I like that there is so much sexual tension here, but doesn't it start to bother her? Like, here I am. I like this guy. I kind of want to bang this guy at some point, but he also wants to bang an old man. Like, should that be a red flag? You know what I mean?
Also, like, why is she staying in this costume longer than necessary? Like, I feel like if I were leading a double life and I was dressed as Santa Claus and I'm not Santa Claus and I'm actually like a woman and my boss is a guy who's actually wooing me in my other, version of my life, I would be like trying to get away as quickly as possible. I'm not trying to sit in like the resort restaurant having flaming candy canes.
Well, also, no one wants to see Santa at the bar.
Drinking.
That is so true. No one batted an eye in this international cafe that had flags from across the world.
No one wants to see drunk Santa who's going to like have to hold their kids in the next scene.
Yeah, ordering flaming canapes, is that a thing?
Santa from Dillard's did have a flask.
Canes.
But I don't.
It was
think
a very
that was
strange choice, and so of course we all know as soon as we see the fire, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the beard catches on fire,
which has no
and doesn't pay off.
This is going to be a problem.
I wanted it to because look, something that Jake and I know a lot about are cheap wigs, and if cheap wigs catch on fire, they're going to go.
They're going to go up like a Roman candle. This was expensive.
I think it would have been better to have her beard because you could tell it was cheap CGI. I wanted her beard to just immediately blow. And then for some reason, then we've got to do a comedy gift of put something over my face. Maybe there's a pie right beside it and she throws a pie on her face like Miss Doubtfire.
Pie. Yes, in the refrigerator that she goes,
yes,
like, just do the scene. Do the scene.
The other part here is he kind of pauses like something's weird there, but there was nothing that gave it away. I think he thought there was some beat there that he needed to think like, ooh, that's strange that man put the fire in his beard out. And then we moved on.
Pretty natural.
I think it's just supposed to be a
flail.
I think it's just supposed to be a comic beat, and it does not do anything to like close the walls in on the situation.
She's not a physical comedian, and it's a real problem.
No,
so then we go have a scene with the gays, and she's like, "Oh my god, I really like him, but what do I do? Oh my god, I'm so scared." And he's like, "Where's my sister? The wild
being ethical."
Yeah, exactly. She's like, "He's my boss. He's not ethical. It's not ethical."
He's like, "How ethical is to trick the hotel?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they're like, what happened to our punk rock sister who once mooned the crowd at graduation? We're like, oh, are we setting up a mooning scene later?
No,
because she got lost. Like, this is your chance to find her again. She's like, I won't be able to find her again as long as that bitch daughter of mine still around because she ruined everything. What did I say that?
She took my money, my body, my sex drive, and everything.
I wanted her to sing "She Used to Be Mine" in a fucking Santa suit. That's what I
wanted. Don't you think if you're like a punk, in a former punk rock band, you also are like repulsed by the idea of your daughter like going and like doing something like being a snowboarder?
Flagrantly capitalist.
Snowboarding is kind of rebellious. It's kind of rebellious. It's like that's a little rock and roll.
I'm going to say
also
this now.
Like
this character would never
a little
be
bit too much with like the wealthy people. I feel like if you're a punk rocker, you're like rebelling against money. This
person could never be punk. It's just not. Yeah, it's just not her.
She was just like a.
I agree.
She was. Yeah, she's no punk rocker. She's no Michelle Branch. That's for sure.
She's no Michelle Branch.
Yeah. So the guy's like, well, but what happened to my punk rock sister? What happened to her? You should have asked that 10 years ago. What are you asking right now? She's been a wuss for years, buddy.
This is your chance to find her again. And so then we're back at the ranch.
Nobody's in line for Santa. Yeah.
And so she's dressed up as Santa and she sees Zoe.
They went on happening.
And this bitch of a daughter, she goes up, what do you want for your Christmas, Zoe? And Santa goes, for my mom to get a boyfriend and get out of my fucking life.
For real? What is wrong with her?
I know.
She's like,
I want to start dating. I want her life outside of me. I want her to relax a little bit. She's so serious, that bitch.
Because look at all Zoe's got going on over there. Zoe's
right.
done nothing but sleep in a Santa hat.
I just bankrupted her with this school. Ha ha.
Yeah, ha. She's in some stupid band called the Screaming Kittens, but she won't talk to me about it.
I already know all about it.
Well, why don't you say something to her? Why don't you say, hey, Mom, I found this out. So Taylor's like, well, wow, she looks young. She's like, I just wish I knew her back then. She just looked fun back then. Now she's boring and spends her Saturday nights browsing through Land's End catalogs.
Oh, boy. My mother had a lot of those.
So the boyfriend or the brother's like, you need to find that girl inside you again.
So now Santa is like back on the job. And, and still being like, Hugh is still being like, well, maybe you should think about something better or whatever. And then, but this kid is like, she senses that there's something more there. And the kid is like, I wish I wasn't scared of the dark. I have a secret. And so then she's like, well, guess what? I have a secret. I'm scared of the dark too, especially when Matthew was there because it gets real weird real quickly.
Yeah. I got glow in the dark sticky stars, and now I feel like I'm an astronaut. Now I'm afraid of heights because now I'm afraid of suffocating because you can get a hole in your astronaut hat. Boom, you're dead. You're dead.
And in space, nobody can hear you scream.
Yeah. but you be the boss of your own fear. Cut to Jimmy the Elf.
I know you wanted a pony, but what Santa's giving you is a DVD box set of Alien Earth. Enjoy.
What made this change happen?
Because she spoke to her own daughter, and her daughter said, I wish my mom was fun again. She won't even talk about her old past. And then she realized,
so now she's depressed, I guess. So
she has to do whatever her daughter says.
Relate to a child. Yeah. Also, I just want to point out, I know we've been doing this 10 hours so far, but I just fixed my mic, and I fixed it with a pen holder thing. I was wondering what you were doing over there. From a shaving kit.
You're a MacGyver. You're MacGyver.
I just MacGyvered that shit.
Your microphone just broke in the middle of the podcast?
It's just been really loose, and I couldn't tie it without having two screw heads, like two Phillip heads. So I
didn't know you were that handy, Ronnie.
Ronnie's very handy. Ronnie's crafty. I am not crafty. Yeah. Ronnie is. Ben, you're crafty too, though, aren't you?
Crafty is different than handy, though.
Crafty. Yeah,
I give a lot of
kind of handy,
so don't be jealous.
Yeah, you have big hands.
But we
found together IKEA.
Enough about the employee changing room, am I right?
Yeah, right. We found the trick here, which is really getting to speak to the kids' souls. So, guys, they don't really even need presents. Your kid tells them their trauma because, it's 2025. Every kid is triggered, and every kid has some fucking trauma because they learned about it on TikTok. And so now that's what Santa does. He fixes your traumas.
This is such fucking bullshit. This is where the moment in the movie where I was like, so Santa's supposed to talk to the kids and see their souls?
Yeah, it's very Gen Z. Gen Z wants that.
It's just like...
So, but now Natasha is like getting frustrated because Natasha was like, oh, I was hoping this would blow up. So now she's going to have a hostile moment with Matt. And Matthew's like, hey, Natasha, where are the invitations for the Christmas party? And she's like, on your desk. He's like, I don't see them. She's like, yeah, because you're totally untalented and incapable of doing anything. They're hard to miss. And by the way, invoices for the supplies and work orders and new shift schedule and taxes and synergies, et cetera, corporations.
Yes, and I need the SEO and the QED reports immediately.
Pie chart options are going down.
This is so.
Did you get on Slack yet?
Writing. This is
right on top of that, Rose.
Awful things to do to this poor Tia Mowry. To make her do this.
I know.
But Matthew gets a little quick. I guess he's starting to feel his gayness with being attracted to Santa because he said, by the way, I checked the email and you did say it was 4 p.m.
Tongue pop. The shade button. Yes.
So now, by the way, there's the assistant's like, guys, look. Santa has a line now. Everyone immediately left what they were doing all over town and rushed over here to have therapy.
A new headline just came out. Free therapy for your trick or traumatized little loser.
You got to check happening on Twitter. Check happening.
Don't take your kids to therapy. Just take them to Santa.
It turns out the kids aren't traumatized. They just have the Gen Z stare. They're staring off. You just have to connect with them. Connect.
Okay. And
connect with them.
And then he asks the girl, what's your Christmas wish? And the girl goes, she has a stutter. And he's like, well, I've heard that singing can help. I don't know where she gets this. It's like, let's try it together.
So you think, oh, here's what's going to happen. They're going to start singing, and then she's going to accidentally sing, and then her ladylike voice will come out, and they'll be like, what was going on with you? And they're like, sorry, whoops. No, they just
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Now, this is when Jingle Bells, everyone starts singing in 84 keys at once.
Girl, I was wondering how you were dealing with this because you're a musician and this pitch was just like, okay, so she doesn't stutter, but she's just made us all deaf. So it doesn't matter if she stutters at this point because we can't even tell.
It was awful.
This was a crime against music. First of all, I hate the song Jingle Bells. I despise it.
It's not great.
It's not even a Christmas song.
Okay.
Nowhere in Jingle Bells references Christmas. It's just about sledding.
Yeah, how about a little Away in the Manger for the stutterer? You know what I mean? Like, give her a chance to shine.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed.
The little baby Jesus went down on, I forgot the words, but I really love baby Jesus.
Lisa Barlow.
Yes.
No, I knew it was Lisa Barlow.
Away.
Yeah, it's away in a manger.
Jesus arrived in a Porsche.
I had a bigger manger than Jesus did. I'm just saying, it's not a competition.
He came in a Porsche. Four Porsches. It was 4 Porsches.
And three of the wise men.
There were like 3 wise men there, but they weren't even that wise. Okay, here's who came to see baby Jesus: Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and Hume Cronin. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was talking about my Vita bar. Sorry.
Hume Cronin. And that was your part 3. We will see you again next time for part 4. This has been Poodle wishing you a fun day, and we'll see you next time.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King. It's always a party on Allison Block.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster. It's always automatic with Ashley Auto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offit. We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Sunday in the Park with
Dylan Clark. Big yay, it's Emily Gauthier.
Aaron McNicholas. She don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo. Jamie, she has no last namey.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson.
Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B. Que sera, whatever will be, will Lauren Silsby. She gets an A from us, it's Lindsay D.
Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino.
Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry.
Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson.
She sure is swell. It's Raquel.
Yes, we canna. It's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge.
Darn Skippy, it's Tippy.
And our super premium sponsors.
Make way for AJ Lopez.
She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Put us on a stretcher, it's Charlotte Fletcher.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. Hail the Cork Master, the Master of the Cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She's a total knockout, it's Katie Manock.
In the study with a candlestick, it's Leslie Peacock. Gee, it's Lisa H. We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
She eases our woes, it's Melissa St. Rose.
There's a chance of meatballs, it's Rebecca Cloud.
Maximum love for Sandy Maximoska. She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
We cannot tell a lie, it's Sarah Tellefson.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Please don't stop, it's Soli and Pop. Let's take off with Tamla Plain. You'll always get the full story with Tori Parsons.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.